Hey guys, Bing here. Today I'm going to talk about the difference between these lines in Revit. Okay, so the first one is detail line. So first I'm going to create a project, and so here in this ground floor plan, I'm going to draw some detail on DL. Okay, so you can change the wall style here. So for example, I'll change to white lines and then draw some detail lines. Okay, so they are only visible in this view. Okay, so if I change to level 1 side plan, so you won't see them. Okay, so and in 3D view they are not visible, only in this view. Okay, so you can copy them from this view to another view like this, but yeah, that's all. Okay, so the next one, sorry, and if you want to change this line style, you can just select them and change them from this list. And also, if you want to create new line style, it's under Manage, Additional Setting, then Line Style. Okay, so you can create new one or adjust the existing one. Okay, so the next one is model line. So it's under architecture here, model line. The shortcut is LI. So if I draw some model line, so you can still use the same line style. So for example, thin line, white lines. Okay, because they look exactly the same from this view, but if I go to level 1, so you will see them because they are visible in the 3D view as well. So as long as so for example, go to side plan, you can see them. Even if you go to elevation, you can still see them. Okay, so model line can be used, of course, draw in the model. So for example, if I create a roof, so I'll quickly do a roof, and if I'm too lazy to model some solar panel, we can just use go to model line, and then we can pick the face. So for model line, you need to pick a plane. Okay, so for example, this one, I'll pick this plane, this face of this roof, pick, and then we can draw some panel. Okay, so so it's just line work, and if you render it, you won't see anything, but realistic. Oops, something's not right. Anyway, yeah, it won't show in the render, but sometimes that's enough. Okay, so let's go back to ground floor. Where's my roof? Okay, so let's level 1. Still cutting, go to side plan. Okay, so now we can see. But yeah, sometimes you can convert them. So you can convert the model line. So for example, these are model line. Okay, so I'll go to 3D view so you can see these are model line. Right? Go back to side plan. You can select them and click on convert lines, and then they become detail lines. Okay, so if you go back to 3D view, so they are disappear because they become a detail line only visible in this view, not even in this view. So these are the original detail line I create. Okay, so they are here. The new ones should be here. So let me go back to side plan. Sorry, a little bit confusing here. So these are detail line, yeah. And if I click this again, it will change back to model line. So now if I go to 3D view, they are here. Go to ground floor, they are here. Okay. So these are detail line. Let's change them to model line again. So convert lines. Now if I go to side plan, you will see them here. If you go to 3D view, you will see them here. And also let's try it again. So see these, they are model line in 3D view and also in the angle on the roof. So let's pretend maybe I don't want to see them in 3D view. I only want these lines visible in this view, in this side plan. So I can select them, convert line. So now they will disappear in this 3D view because they become model line in this view, side plan. So okay, and yeah, I think that's enough for model line and detail line. Just trying to use them, and yeah, you should be quite easy. Okay, so now next, what's next? Reference lines. Okay, reference lines. So I don't think you can create reference line in project unless model in place. So which means it's a family. Okay, so let's try this. So if I model a model in place, so so model in place, right? And you can create reference line. Okay, so you can create some reference line there and use them to constrain your family. So you can place some dimension, create some parameter to make it parametric. Okay, so I'll finish this one, and actually I'm going to show you in the family. Okay, proper family. So let's create a family and make it a generic model. Reference line is more close to the reference plane. So usually we use reference plane to constrain your family. For example, we can do add some dimension. So using all these reference plane and add some parameter. So just like this. And you can actually use reference line to do the same thing. So you can do reference line. So as you can see, they really look a little bit different. Reference plane is a dashed line, and a reference line is solid. So for example, I'll just I'm not going to do too many of them. I'll just only use one. Okay, so I'll create a dimension here, and I'll create an instant parameter on it. So I'll delete this reference plane. So if I model something onto this reference line, so I'll lock it here and finish it, and go load this into the project, and we will say, so in the floor plan, that's okay. You can, because instance parameter, you can always have this handle to just drag this family. But the real benefit to have this reference line instead of reference plan is you can have this handle in 3D view. Okay. So yeah, so if you want to model create some family, you can adjust it in 3D view. Just remember reference line. Okay, so I won't talk too much about the reference line. Let's have a look at the symbolic line. Okay, symbolic line is also a line in the family. So I'll just create, let me just create another generic model. Okay, so I'll model some solid here. Let's go to front view. Let's pretend this is a joinery. Okay, so there's a door, and we need to model a door swing. So symbolic lines it can be used for that door swing. If you use, so there's two options for you. So hang on, let me front, back, I'll just drag it. So yeah, so this will be the joinery, and you have two options. So one is model line, and symbolic lines under annotate. So it's here. Okay, so let me show you the model line first. So for example, I have this joinery. I'm going to create a swing, and click on model line. It will ask you to pick a face, pick a plane. So I'll pick this front, pick a plane and pick this front face, and then I can draw some line. So for example, like this. So yeah, just make sure, just to in Australia we draw a door swing like this. Okay, so, and maybe I need another one in the middle, or hang on, I'll just do a single door. Okay, so single door model line from here to the middle, and from middle to here. So okay, this is model line. So model line, it will be visible in 3D view and in front view, of course, and then even on the left you can still see them. Okay, so now go back to front view. Make sure you go to the front view. So I'll just I'll delete the, hang on, what's this for? Let me try this. Oh, actually it's similar to the project. So see, if you select them, these are model line, and here and move here, it will say convert select model line to symbolic line. So that's exactly what we want. So if I click on this one, and this will convert these two lines into symbolic line instead of model line. So if I go to 3D view, they are disappear. Okay, because symbolic line will only be visible in the view you create them, and or the parallel view. For example, if I create these two lines in this front view, so you will only be able to see them in front view, maybe in the back view. Okay, so if you go to the left, you won't see them. And the 3D view, no. Okay, so yeah, that's it, symbolic line. And also in the family environment, so for example, if I want to change the line style, so if you click here, so you will see, oh, there's no line style. Okay, you can't even do additional setting in line style, because line style is not for family, it's for project. So to change the line style of this, so it's very important first. So first make sure you are in the proper or correct category. So for example, if this is a joinery, I'll make sure this is a case generic, or maybe I'll change it to casework. Okay, and okay. So now go to manage and object style. Okay, so object style. So and then see, this is casework. Okay, so in a hidden line, and then you will be able to add subcategory for the different line style. So for example, if this one, I can create a subcategory, so call it maybe elevation swing. Some of the subcategory you will find them in the project, but yeah, you need to match the name exactly to the project, so in order to match all the line work. So for example, elevation swing, and okay, so don't worry too much about this line pattern, line color. You can change it here, but I suggest you just leave it and then change it in the project after you load this family into the project. So now select these two lines, and then you can change the subcategory of this line. And also depending on the category of the family, for example, if this is a casework, so you will have two options for each subcategory. So one's projection and one's cut. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use a projection, elevation swing projection. And also the difference will be if you set the line work. So for example, line weight, if I change, I can have one for projection, for two for cut, and then if you change this subcategory to cut, you will see the difference. Okay, so and also some category you won't be able to cut them. So for example, furniture, you won't be able to cut furniture. So if I change to furniture, and you won't have the option to change it to projection or cut. So if I go to manage an object style, you will see so the cut is gray out. Okay, you can only have projection. So I'll change this to 1. Apply. Okay, so now I'll just quickly change this category back to casework, and I'll load this into the project. Okay, I'll go to elevation, this one, and have a look of this family. So you will see this is a symbolic line on this casework family, and I can then go to project object style of this project, and for each category there will be a setting for each different line weight, line color pattern for each subcategory and category. Okay, so for example, casework, and click this, so you will see all these are default setting of the casework. So, and you should be able to see this elevation swing we just created. And also yeah, so now here in here, so this is the object style of project. So you will be able to set this. So for example, I change this to which one? This one maybe. And you will see okay, maybe the scale is too, I'll change it to 1 to 20. Still not showing the line pattern. Interesting. We'll go back to object style again. So casework, elevation swing, maybe I'll change to this one. Apply. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Let's have a look at the family, edit family, and go to front view, select this line. So the reason it's not changing because when I changed the category, I lost all the settings. So these two lines becomes casework again, and see the elevation swing just disappear. So what we need to do is we will need to go to object style and add the elevation swing subcategory again. And before you load this, make sure select these two lines and change the subcategory to elevation swing projection and load back into the project. So now you will see this line pattern. Okay. So yeah, so every time when you create a family, so if you create a joinery or cabinet, make sure you use the correct subcategory. So when you load it into a project, all the line work will show exactly the same. So you will have some standard line patterns. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for today. If you have any question, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Okay, thank you. Bye.